What's going on, guys? Welcome to part two of Intro to Mix. Listen, the first time, the little first intro part one, we mixed the vocal guitar thing. We looked at compression and we talked about applying compression and reverb and a little bit of EQ and things like that. But now we're moving on to part two, which means we're actually leveling up a little bit. This time you're mixing a pop song with about 18 tracks worth of audio. There's drums, there's vocals, there's a bunch of programming. Listen, this is going to be fun. And remember, the project that comes next is the big project. So if you do not master these skills that I'm about to teach you in this next set of tutorials, you're going to be completely lost when we get to intro to mix. Actually, it's not intro to mix, it's mix level 1. So right now, this is an intro, all right? We're just learning how to do a bunch of stuff so that when we get to the big project, we can hit that thing with everything we got, all right? So guys, please make sure that these next set of tutorials that you're gonna be getting into while you're mixing this pop song, that you master every single skill I'm teaching you, because the next project, there will be 0 tutorials. There's gonna be you in a session, all right? So anyway, guys, have fun. Make sure that you master everything I'm teaching you. And if you need me, as always, I'm at my desk. Come grab me, all right? Have fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so let's get right into it. This skill that I'm about to teach you is extremely important, and it will save you a ton of headaches later on. You should be doing this every time you open a session to start working. And in fact, I'm going to be checking your sessions to make sure that you are doing this. If you are not, it's going to cost you a little something on the grade. All right, so make sure you know how to do this. This is called alternative saving or alternative saves, and this is how you do it. So here's our session, right? I haven't touched anything. I haven't done anything with this session yet. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to click on that. Then I'm going to go down to where it says Project Alternatives. See that? Project Alternatives. Then I'm going to go to New Alternative right here. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to get this window right here. It says New Alternative Name, and I'm just going to double click on this so that it's all highlighted, and I'm going to name this Day 1. Once I do that, I'm going to hit OK, and it's going to ask me if I want to save. Obviously I want to save, so I'm going to hit save. And now if you look up here where the title is, you'll see that it says Day 1. Why is this important? This is important because if you mess something up, you're able to go back a day, or you're able to go back a step. So for instance, I'm going to go back up here to File, and I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go down the Project Alternatives, and as you can see, this is the initial setup, or the initial time I opened the session, and Day 1 is my second. Okay, this is my first day. So let's say in my first day of editing and recording, let's say that I have a bunch of things chopped up like this right here, right? Say I have a bunch of little things chopped up. I got things chopped up here. I'm editing as I'm mixing, and look, I have all these little things chopped up, right? Now let's say that in the process of mixing, and in all the madness of mixing and chopping things up and fading and doing all this kind of stuff, I go up here and I accidentally delete 2 of these things, and then I hit save, right? So I'm going to close Logic. I'm going to go to File, Close Project, right? Now let's say I come back 3 hours later. I went to coffee, I had a meeting, I come back. I open up Logic, and I'm going to start mixing again. So I go to Open Recent. I'm going to go to my Baby mix. And when I get there, I realize, wait a minute, there's 2 things missing here. How did I delete that? How did I not notice that I deleted that? If I don't have an alternative save, this is going to be a pain to find in the media folder. And trust me, you do not want to have to do that. So the way that you would combat this or fix this is I would simply just go File, down to Project Alternatives, right? I'm going to go back to my initial time that I opened the session, and look, there it all is. Now, I did a bunch of stuff in the day one save, and now it's gone because I had to step back. But guess what? You have the file back. You don't have to go looking for fragments of the file. It's all there. So make sure that you know how to do alternative saves. Okay, so once again, open the session. Every time you come in to work on this session, you should set up an alternative save. Okay, all you have to do is go up to File, click on File right here, go down to Project Alternatives right there, go to New Alternative, and let's say this is my second day. I'm just going to name this Day 2 and then hit OK. It'll ask you if you want to save it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And now look, if you look up here, it says baby, audio 1, intro to mix, Day 2. Make sure you master this skill before you go any further. Master this and then come back for the next section. Thanks, guys.